Welcome back to the show. Brian Keating, Hannah Hoover. The good part of the weekend was Oklahoma and the way they played at home on Saturday night. The tough part of the weekend happened in Eugene, Oregon. Roll the highlights. Oklahoma State went and played the number 6 team in college football and were outclassed in every way. There's just no other way to say it. They were embarrassed in every way you could possibly be embarrassed. OSU had 9 first downs. Oregon scored 10 touchdowns. Cowboys lose 69-3, and the head coach after the game.
My message to the fans is to stay with us. I mean, that's what we do. You know, it's in our alma mater. It's loyal and true. The one thing I can say is this, is they'll work hard, and 2 weeks from now, they're going to come out and play hard. That part, I'm fairly sure. And we would love for them to come out and support their team.
So Oklahoma State loses by 66 points. It was the largest point differential since 1907, since before the state of Oklahoma was a state. So that's not good.
No, it is not good. It's also obviously the worst for Mike Gundy's career in that stat as well. Look, this is my first thought. Zane Flores had 2 pick sixes back to back. Obviously, the mindset there wasn't there, and it's hard for me to believe that him and Hoss Haney were in as close of a quarterback battle as we kind of were led to believe that they were. So on that note, I hope that's not the case, because I'm hoping that we hear or we see Hoss Haney very soon and he gets back out there in the next 5 weeks or so. I'm hoping that's the case for OSU. When you listen to Mike Gundy and him talk about the fans and what maybe you should respond and be loyal and true, I'm just going to say this. Pump the brakes, fans, on getting too upset about this. This is Oregon. No one went into this game, truly, thinking that OSU was going to win it. Did they think they were going to lose it this bad? Absolutely not. I'm not saying there's an excuse for a 66-point differential, but I am saying pump the brakes. Let's wait until we get into some conference play games. Let's see Baylor. Let's see Houston. Let's see Cincinnati. Let's see some of these Big 12 games, and if they still struggle, then yeah, I understand why you'd be upset. But this was not a game, if we're being realistic, that anyone thought you were going to win with the skill level that's at Oklahoma State. Nothing, no offense, just that's the fact.
No. They were never going to win that football game. Oregon's trying to win the national championship. You're in a rebuilding season and all that. But Oklahoma State's played number 1 teams in the country. They've played teams that have won the national championship. They've played some of the best teams of all time, whether they're Oklahoma or Nebraska or Vince Young's Texas, and it's never looked as humiliating
it was bad
as it did on Saturday. And I think the question is that rock bottom? Is that rock bottom for Oklahoma State? 66-point defeat. I'm afraid the answer is no, to be honest. And I think the scary thing is this. It's not really about the Oregon game for me, because the Oregon game was bad, and sometimes these things get wonky, and Oregon's really good.
Yeah.
But in the last 5 games against, and I don't count UT Martin, that game doesn't count. They were, in the last 5 games against, Power 4 conference opponents. They've lost by 21 to Arizona State, 25 to TCU. They lost by 8 to Texas Tech. They lost by 52 to Colorado, 52-0. And 66 to Oregon. So the last 2 times you played a real team, you've lost 121-3. You've scored zero touchdowns in those 2 games. That's what it's about. The direction of the program. Is it rock bottom yet? I don't know, and we're going to find out. There's an opportunity for 10 games left in the season. Is that rock bottom? I don't know. Here's what's coming up next for Oklahoma State, and it's a game that you think they should win. They got Tulsa at home in 2 weeks after a bye week. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that they're going to win that game? I mean, it can't be that confident.
They're not going to be the 25-point favorite, maybe, that we just talked about for Oklahoma. Let's put it that way in the next game they play. So, yes, I'm not as confident as I would like to be. I'm confident they're going to win it. I just say take it 1 week at a time, everybody. We got a bye week. Let's hope for the best. Reset. It's all you can really do in this scenario. It is unfortunate. They've had, I feel like, a hard run of bad luck, maybe is a good way to put it. But I think some of that kind of shows the recruiting trail and what you've been able to get over the last couple of years. Does this involve money? Absolutely it does. This is college football at its finest. Money is involved. And so, yeah, I mean, how confident am I on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, I think they're going to win. I don't know if I can rank that.
Me too. I think they're probably going to win too. Yes, some of it has to do with the NIL, but this is not 1991 where Oklahoma State's playing in a terrible football stadium and they're not trying to win a football.
They've got resources.
They have resources to look a whole lot better than they do. And I think here you got 10 games left, and it starts with Tulsa. Mike's last stand. Mike told me at Big 12 Media Day he wants to be the head football coach at Oklahoma State. He says, I want to do this for a while. Well, here is your opportunity to say, I can still be the head coach. Can he still do it? Has the game passed him by? Is the NIL era still a Mike Gundy era? I think he has 10 games to prove that, starting with Tulsa. And if the answer is no, they'll make a change.
Yeah.
And so that's what's coming up. It's not what I thought we'd be talking about in week 2, but they just lost by 66.
I hope they turn it around in the Big 12, you know.
Stay with us.